Hello, friends. There are 10 great things that most of us come to regret when we come to our old ages. Now, come with me that we may explore these 10 things that I hope they will help you not regret later. Join me together from number 1 to number 10.
Number 1, you did not travel when you had the chance. When you get older, trips will become so much harder for you to do. You probably won't have the energy to spend hours in museums or explore unknown streets. Unfortunately, you probably won't have the same physical strength either. Did you find a cheap flight ticket? Don't hesitate to take a short holiday. Wander the country, discover beautiful places, and create memory that you can joyfully recall when you get older. Although all the photos are now digital, do not forget to print some and gather them inside a photo album. I'm sure you will look at them with a pleasure together with your grandchildren. Number 2, you didn't learn a foreign language. Believe me, the satisfaction of understanding and speaking a language other than that of your native one can't be matched by almost anything else. Over the years, you will have realized how easy you could have learned an interesting language. It's not just about the fact that you could have discussed much easy with the people from over other countries, but you would have felt yourself richer. If you like how Spanish, English, Swahili, Chinese, or Russian sound like, don't hesitate to start taking classes while your mind is still ready to learn.
Number 3, you stayed too far along in a toxic relationship. Many people looking back on a toxic relationship wishes they had ended it much sooner instead of wasting time and energy in vain. Although all people pass through our lives for a reason, many times we keep clinging to them in vain. They do not have the same values with us. They do not help us more individually or intellectually and etc. Although it seems harder to realize, sometimes we need to select the people around us and invest feelings to those only who deserve it. Number 4, the fear of trying certain things. What is your biggest fear? Is it amusement parks, trampolines, airplanes, or more profound things such as the fear of leaving your home country or meeting new people? Believe me, this will become a regret in your old age. Do not let yourself reach a question of what would have happened if. Number 5, you did not make physical exercising a priority. We spend too much of our lives on the couch, and when we are 50 or 60 years old, we will imagine what we could have done in all this time. Although, as a youth, we might not realize how important physical activities is. When we get older, we will definitely regret not leaving our comfort zone. Number 6, you did not quit a terrible job. It is true that we have bills to pay, but this does not mean we have to struggle for years at a job that only consumes instead of bringing any satisfaction. In 30 years' time, if we are still stuck in an unsuitable job, we will realize this. Number 7, you haven't worked enough at school. It is true that grades are not the biggest factor in what you have to become in life, but however, you will realize how easy it would have been to spend the day learning beautiful things, and you will wish to have paid more attention to educate yourself. Number 8, you were afraid to say I love you. Do not be afraid to say I love you when you truly feel it. Many people avoid revealing their feeling because of vanity or vulnerability. However, over the years, you will realize how accomplished you are at sharing your love and abandoning your fears of not receiving anything back. Number 9. You cared too much about what other people think. Believe me, in 20 years' time, you won't care anymore about the bad things that you used to worry about. We consume ourselves for the word that we have probably misinterpreted for gossip or small unfounded insight which hurt us. Instead, we should be concentrating our intention on the beautiful and good thing in our lives. I tell you, the more we worry about being and doing what other people want, the sadder and more unaccomplished we feel. When we are old, we will realize how naive we were to have cared so much when we should have treated every other person's opinion with indifference and thought only about our well-being. Number 10 and the last. You haven't done enough volunteering. Believe me, at an old age, you will realize that when you help people around you, you make the world a better place. Then, if so, that will make you feel more accomplished. Then, start gathering from an early age the most beautiful volunteering experiences so that when you get older, you can remember the people you met and the action that brought them happiness. At an older age, King Solomon, a wise ruler of the Jews, admits this. I'll quote him. You who are young, be happy while you are young, and let your heart give you joy in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart. End of quotation. Every night before you fall asleep, take time to think about the people, things, and daily experiences that makes you feel blessed. And if you can only count a few, then I say to you, it's time to reorganize your priorities.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. Hope you enjoyed. Just consider subscribing, leave me a comment below, and hope we'll be together soon again.